It's my birthday! Or at least it was the day before posting this. Hey, what's up you guys, it's Steph, and I don't know about you, but I'm feeling 22. Eh? Yeah, yesterday it was my birthday, so I am now one more year and one more bad pun closer to death. What are you gonna do? I honestly didn't know what to post for today because last year my birthday did fall on an upload day, so I did the birthday book tag, but I don't want to do that again this year. And then plus my birthday didn't fall on the day of an upload day, so I just felt like, meh, I really didn't know what to do. Then, about a day before filming this, I had a brilliant idea. So good. Probably not, but so good. Today I just want to set out some of my goals for year 22 on Earth. One for every year I've been alive. Now that I'm sitting here filming it, I realize that is quite a lot. Oh, this may have been a bad idea. Let's see how it works out. Let's start simple and go with number 1. I want to read 55 books in 2019. Now, I've already read 5. According to Goodreads, I've read 4 because one was a comic book, but guess what? It counts because it's going to my bullet journal. So, we're already off to a good start. Last month in December, I read 10 books, and I'm just feeling that train of like, I can read this, I can do this. I read 57 or 6 books last year, so if I can just match that number this year, I'd be so happy. Number 2, I really want to go out more and do more things because I just feel so lonely and trapped, and I don't want to feel that anymore. I want to go out and do things. It kind of started last month where I went out to see Into the Spider-Verse twice, and then I have plans to go out before this video goes up, so by the time this video goes up, I will have gone out for the first time in 2019. I have plans to do stuff in the future. I want to make plans, and I'm just excited for that aspect of my goal. Number 3 is I want to get better at commenting on my friends' booktube videos and any friends' videos in general, because sometimes I'll watch and not comment, and then it's like, you know how you feel like you don't really watch something if you don't comment because people don't know if you actually watched it? You know that? That's what I constantly feel, and sometimes I just forget to comment, and then someone will comment on my video and I'll realize, oh my god, I didn't comment on their video, and it's gonna look like so one-sided, and I feel really bad, and I hate the feeling of going to comment on someone's video right after they commented on yours and like rewatching it and commenting on theirs, because I feel like it's one of those like things where it's like, oh, so I had to comment on yours before you would comment on mine. And it's just one of those things that kind of loops around in my head and makes me go crazy. So I really just want to get better at commenting on people's videos right after I watch them. I've been keeping pretty decent so far, although I have fallen to the part of, oh, I watched it and I'm moving on to the next one just to try and get through everyone's videos again. But I really do want to try and comment more and get better at that. Number 4 is to continue bullet journaling and keeping track of things. And honestly, I should have brought it here with me for this video so I could show you. I'm actually doing really well. I know every 3 months I want to bring it up here and do another video like I did, where I show my first 3 months of bullet journaling in December. So that would mean about March I would bring it up again and just show you guys what I've been doing with it, how I've been improving it. I have been doing a lot more pages. I have a page for like every Saturday I play dominoes with my family. So I have a page for my domino wins. I have 3 so far this year. Winning. And just some spending trackers, some saving trackers. Just like really trying to keep my life organized, and I want to stick to it because I'm having fun with it. And it's just so nice to have these things listed out. Number 5 is that I want to read the entire Lord of the Rings trilogy. Now last year I kept forgetting to mention it in my wrap-ups, but at the end of November I did get the entire movie edition of The Lord of the Rings for like $2, $2.50. That was incredible. I found one at a thrift store next to my work, and then the library was selling the other 2 copies of the movie editions. So that was just utterly fantastic. I now own the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I want to read them this year. They don't look that intimidating, to be honest with you. But from what people have said to me in the past, it is kind of an intimidating book. So I'm kind of scared, but I'm also really excited to just read it, because I've been playing a lot more like the Lego video games recently. Just thought of the recent Big Bang. Isn't a recent episode, but that episode of Big Bang Theory where they do the Lord of the Rings one. They're all fighting over the precious. Like, I know Big Bang Theory isn't the best show, but I love the jokes in that one. Moving on. Number 6, I want to post at least 1 full cover on YouTube this year. In 2017, I believe, yeah, it wasn't last year, I did like covers throughout November, 1 a week, and granted, they were terrible, but it's just fun to have a moment to just like sit and sing to music and just have your voice like going out there. And I do little bits in my videos here and there, but I just really want to make another cover and make it a good one, not just have the music in the background and me playing out. Like maybe find a friend who can play an instrument or something and just sing along to it. I would love to post like a really good cover on YouTube this year, and I would just love to do that. Number 7 is to make a new cosplay, and for my cosplay, I've talked about it before, I think on YouTube, I know I've talked about it on Twitter. I want to do Glimmer from She-Ra. I love Glimmer's character. I love all the characters in She-Ra. She-Ra is an incredible show. If you have not watched the Netflix reboot adaptation, you really should, because it is fantastic. But Glimmer, like, just her, wants to make her costume so bad. I want to cosplay as Glimmer. I can, like, oh, I just love her costume so much. And, like, the wig, I'm just imagining the wig having a purple, excuse to get a purple and pink wig. Number 8 on my list is to get, was that 8? I believe that was 9. Number 8 on my list is to get a bookshelf, because I just have hanging bookshelves and I have books stacked precariously that are going to kill me while I sleep. And as fun as that would be, if it's going to be the death of me, that's how I want to go. But at the same time, I don't want to die like that. That wouldn't be fun, to have my eyes poked out by the corners of hardcover books. I've been wanting a bookshelf for over a year now, and it hasn't happened, so that's fun. Number 9 is to hit 600 subs before the end of 2019, because we're at about 530 something right now, and we should aim for a reasonable number. I think it's reasonable to hit that number by the end of the year. I think we can do it. Number 10 is to get more people to read and listen to Be More Chill. And I know the book isn't the best, but I want more people to talk about this book with, because it's an older book, so it's not going to be super hyped on BookTube. Even with the musical, I know not everyone on BookTube is into musicals and musical theater and Broadway and things like that, but my baby is going to be on Broadway in less than 30 days, so if you thought I didn't shut up about Be More Chill before, like, it's not gonna stop now at all. I want more people to read this book, experience this book, have discussions about this book, compare it to the musical, talk about the musical, listen to the musical with me. I'm so alone. Number 11, I want to work on my drawing skills. I plan on getting a small little sketchbook along lines very similar to my bullet journal. Just get it in different colors, gonna be like the same binding and size. I really just want to work on that this year, because I used to be really into it, but I haven't really done it a lot. I've been working more on my writing, trying to go through that, been working more on BookTube and reading and things that like take up so much of my time. It'd be nice to just stop and draw again, because gosh, I just watch so much ArtTube and it makes me want to draw, because I love ArtTube. Like Draw with Jazza, Super Ray Dizzle, Drawing with Waffles, Doodle Day, all these people constantly just make me want to grab a pen and just draw and doodle. But I don't like have anything really sustainable to keep it in, and the time is just never there. So it'd be nice to have a small little book dedicated to it, so I can just take a moment and work on that again. Number 12, I want to write the draft of a book, whether it be a first draft, a last draft, a really bad draft, a semi-decent draft, just a full thing of a book. I want to do that this year. I just want that to be my goal, to actually have it fully written out by the end of the year, before I turn 23, when no one will like me, as Blink-182 has told us. I just want to dedicate myself to a story and keep writing it, and have it something that isn't fan fiction that I can finish, because fan fiction I am so good at finishing. Don't look at my Wattpad right now, but like actual writing, it's hard for me to stick to, because I don't know, sometimes it's just hard, and I don't understand why it's so much easier just to do fan fiction for me, but that's there, so I just want to finish a draft of an actual book that isn't fan fiction. So I want it to happen. Number 13, I want to save up for a new computer and some better editing software. You know, last year on my birthday, I did buy a computer, but it turned out to not let me do anything because it was constantly updating, so I had to return it a brand new computer. Thanks, HP, you're real helpful. And there went my dream last year of having a new computer with better editing software that I could actually do things on, because sometimes my computer will crash while I'm trying to edit a video, and that's never fun. So I really want one, especially because my speakers are going out. My computer is really old. I've had it since I was a freshman in high school. So it's been a hot minute, because 22, freshman in high school, is about like, what, 11, 12, 13? It's been a hot minute. Number 14 is to watch more anime, because I can never get enough of that stuff in my life. And there's so many animes that I want to watch that I haven't watched, that I constantly hear about, that I haven't just seen. Like, I would love to finally get around to watching Cowboy Bebop, because that is a classic. That is one that's always talked about and recommended. But I never get around to it, so I want to renew my Crunchyroll subscription, and I want to get into these different animes. I know I was starting with the Parasite one, with like the alien parasites and things. I can't remember like the full thing of it. It might have just been called Parasite. I remember I started that last year, the year before, and I was really interested, but then I just kind of stopped. So I want to get back on Crunchyroll and just start watching more anime again, because I love, like, it's fun. Number 15 is that I want to read more nonfiction books this year. And honestly, a lot of my anticipated reads for 2019 are nonfiction books. I don't really have too many fiction books that I'm super hyped about, except for Kingdom of the Fallen. I can't think. Song of the Dead by Sarah Glenn Marsh. I kept trying to think of Reign of the Fallen, but it's like, that's not it. It's something else. Reign of the Fallen by Sarah Glenn Marsh comes out later this month, and I am so hyped for that. Like, that is my one that I've been hyped for since, like, mid last year when it was first announced, so that one top of my list. But back to the nonfiction things. Like, Adam Savage from Mythbusters is putting out a book this year. I'm really interested in that. Tan France from Queer Eye is putting out a book this year. I'm really interested in that. There's so many nonfiction books coming out that I'm super interested in, but I feel like BookTube won't care about, because it's not some fantasy world that's being hyped up, and it's not YA or NA. And I don't know, I might do videos talk about them, but last time I did a video to talk about a nonfiction book, no one really watched it. Actually, the last two, no one really watches them, so I don't know. I don't feel like BookTube isn't super interested in nonfiction. Number 16 is to go to another musical, because I haven't been to one since Kinky Boots, and I need it in my life again. Rent is touring right now, and it's gonna be in my city in February, but like 2 tickets is almost $100, and that's not bad for the cheap seats that they have there. But like those convenience seats, like 2 tickets are $68. Convenience fees bring it to just under $100, like $5 or $6 away from $100, and it hurts my very soul and being. And trying to justify it when January is a very slow working month, and I've been off for like going to be off for 6 days before my birthday, it's very hard to justify buying rent tickets when I don't know if I can pay my own rent. I should be in a musical at this point. Number 17 is I want to wear more dresses and just fashionable things that I like, fashion choices that I like my purple button-up shirt with the white dots on it. I love that style, but that is the only shirt I have like that. I've wanted to get some pineapple ones like that, and just like, I have a bit of income coming in now after the bills and everything, so I want to just build up my style wardrobe that's more than just graphic t-shirts as much as I love them. I want some actual clothes that are just more professional, I guess. I don't know, I just want more things I can style and have fun with. Number 18 is to learn ASL, which is American Sign Language. And I know a bit of the alphabet, and I know some choice swear words, but I really want to learn more phrases and words and just how to communicate better. Because back in high school, I remember going on a Fleet Week trip with my ROTC unit, and we were so that's when we traveled to San Francisco for the day for Fleet Week. And there was we get to go off on our own, and there was a French couple. And I had taken French in high school, and just remembering the excitement of like being able to understand them and communicate back with them and have a tiny conversation in another language was so cool to me. And there is a good chunk of people who rely on captions, and sometimes I'm very bad at making my own captions, and YouTube generates some questionable captions sometimes. So I would love to learn ASL and try to incorporate it, because I talk with my hands a lot anyway, but to actually talk and with like words and not just sporadic movements, I would love to be able to do that. I think it would be really beneficial to my channel, and just I think it would be a really cool thing to have on hand. Number 19 is something I kind of touched on earlier, and that's to finish what's unfinished on Wattpad. There's like only a choice amount of you, if any, left that will understand what I'm talking about, but there are a few things that I've left unfinished on Wattpad that I've been posting maybe every month or two to an update for, and they're stories I've had planned out in my head for actual years. and they just haven't gotten fulfilled yet. Like, I apologize. I know I'm terrible. And at this point, sometimes I get to that point where I hit it and I know where I want the story to go, but I feel like I'm so disconnected from the story that I have to reread it again and reconsider. But I know points that I want the stories to hit, especially the one that I don't want to mention because I don't want people not from Wattpad to discover it because cringe. And like I always say, I like to keep my fanfiction Wattpad separate from everything else. I do have a public Wattpad, but I believe is linked down below. But I like to keep my fanfiction Wattpad separate because that is just my baby and my practice, and it's something that is for me. So, for those of you who do know about that other Wattpad, I want to finish what's on there, believe me. I don't want to just abandon it. I don't think I don't read your comments, because I read your comments daily. And I'm trying to get those updates out there. It's just so busy, and trying to get everything just perfect. It's hard, but I want to finish those for you. Number 20 is I want to do more serial killer summaries. I haven't done one in months. I was supposed to do one in October, and I don't think it ended up getting done in October. It didn't. I only have 2 up so far, and I want to do more. I want to do more research into serial killers. I want to make more videos about them, and that's another thing. If I could get better editing software, oh my god, they could turn out so good. I would love to do more serial killer summaries. I want to do one on, I believe the next one I wanted to do one on was Richard Ramirez, because I started looking up footage for him and some like courtroom case stuff. So I do want to do him next. So eventually it is going to happen. That is a goal, to have that ready. Number 21 is to work on more comedy sketches, because the one I posted earlier, the first video of this year, I don't know what that was. It was kind of a comedy sketch. Half of it was just me being like, you know what, Be More Chill's almost on Broadway. Let's just put on a cosplay and talk about it. I actually want to work on more comedy sketches because they're fun. They're fun as heck. I want to be able to plan things out and just film. And to do things better, I want to do more comedy sketches. I think it will be fun. And hopefully we can work on it this year. We've reached goal 22, and this one may be my actual favorite goal. It is, honestly, in the words of Miss Frizzle, hey y'all, future editing Steph here, because my camera decided to stop recording the last minute and a half of me talking when I was filming, so love that for me. That's fun. Let's just get into what I was talking about, which was my last goal for 22. And as Miss Frizzle liked to say, I want to take chances, make mistakes, and get messy. You only have one life, and you're only 22 once. So, might as well take the chance, take the leap. Take the Miss Frizzle route and just go for it. So that's what I want to do with 22, and that's all I've got for you guys today. I really hope you enjoyed this video, despite the kind of hecticness towards the end. The fact the camera died twice while recording. Well, it died once, stopped recording once. My siblings wouldn't turn down their music, so I'm sure that was caught, and I hope I'm not copyrighted. This is fun. This is 22 for me. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I hope you guys enjoy what is to come, what I want to do. If you guys have made any goals for this year, let me know down below. What are you planning for this year? What do you want to do? What do you know you can accomplish? What do you want to accomplish? Just get it done. 2019 is the year to do it. Pep talk. From your local, like, super anxious trash can. That's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you have a lovely day / night, and I'll see you later.